welcome to Arthur's Acres. We've been around for a little under 2 years. We have 23 pigs. We focus on pigs. They're amazing animals. I mean, they're as smart as a 4-year-old child. So we're going to see King next. He's made more big burly men vegan than I think anybody on the planet. He's, you know, the king of Arthur's Acres and just the most amazing animal. Beautiful soul. He's very gentle. He's a gentle giant. I would take a whole apple and put it in his mouth and he wouldn't touch my fingers.
Yeah.
He'd eat around my fingers.
So he's approximately 12. He weighs 950 pounds.
And they're not supposed to get this big. They've been bred to get so big so quick. When they breed them like this, they're supposed to die at 6 months old.
Wow.
Because that's when they're slaughtered at. So they don't think about the consequences when they live past 6 months. So when you have a pig that needs to get 250 pounds in 6 months, this is what they get in 10 years. And to their dismay, their body has to handle that weight. Well, he was the breeder pig. He was locked in a stall for 10 years, and they were done. So they were going to send him to slaughter. And he was at Cornell, and I was walking down the hallway, and I saw his face, and I started kissing his snout, and I fell in love with him. I'm going to just feel some of his rear end right here. So I'm going to motion the back left hip and just feel the motion here. Yeah. Feeling all the joints coming down the leg. You can't see because my hand's under the straw, but I'm on the back left leg. And I'm palpating. Here's the knee up here. Yeah. Now I'm on the sacrum. I love checking the sacrum because there's a lot to do with how those hips are moving. You know, gravity works against all of us, but definitely on the quadruped and especially someone that's walking around at 950 pounds, gravity's a big deal. So I'm just rocking or motioning the sacrum. I'm down here, and I can feel really easily the tuber sacralis, which is the bumps of where the iliums meet the sacrum, and I move up to the lumbars, and just feeling one lumbar at a time coming up. So I'm cupping the spinous process like this and just motioning and motioning and motioning. And they should feel like the one above and below, but once in a while you hit a spot that feels like it's immovable, it's fixated, it's stuck. And those are the ones we don't want to see because that's where there's lack of joint function. Think about it. All our joints should move like a hinge on a door should move. So if it doesn't, you want to oil it or get the rust out. And we're just coming up and checking. So now I'm at the upper lumbars, starting with the thoracic soon. And checking one vertebra at a time. I just want to come back down. I don't want to miss anything. There's a little bit something here at L5. There we go. So I use my hip with my arm, my elbow against my pelvis and got a little bit of leverage that way. So I'm coming back up. I'm now at the lower thoracics. I'm still just palpating and motioning the joint. And I'd have to count, but I feel like right now I'm around T13. No, that one I have to do a little more. So again, I'm going to use my leg. Very important that I have the facet line. So there's 90 degrees down here. I'm switching more. I'm still at 90 because I'm in a transitional segment, but we're almost getting like 75, 60 degree angle here. And I think it's 75 at this section. So I'm going to do a 75 degree angle. There we go. One more. There. And then the main thing is to recheck it, so it's nice. Now, he's not even waking up, so I'm not putting force, just enough force to free up and motion those joints. And I'm coming up now, I'm more into the mid-thoracics. And here's another stuck spot. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm at T9 right now. Okay. There we go.
So you're T9, so the cervical spine.
Yeah.
Out.
Yeah. So we got on the neck, I like to come from.
The atlas right here.
Yeah.
too.
So the atlas. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 under the shoulder blade, or T1.
Okay.
So T1's going to be here.
Okay.
And then from here, I mean, to be honest, I might be off one.
No,
like
no,
it could be.
I just want to see where it comes in.
Yeah, and it'd be very similar to a horse's withers. So the withers are going to be more like T2, T3, because that's where it's hitting that apex of the wither spot. And I'm just coming through again, just checking to see if I missed anything. But I haven't gone up this high yet, so. And I'm just motioning it. And now I'm up at the top of the thoracics. And now in the neck, and you can see so much more motion in the neck when I palpate, and that's because the neck doesn't have the ribs stabilizing, so we're going to get more motion. And then I also like checking, especially like this size animal, they have to use a lot of neck muscles when the face goes down to root, for rooting or eating. And so I like to go like this. Basically, I'm doing this, up and down, looking for one that's stuck or hardened. And it feels good. To them, it feels like a massage. And I'm on this side now. Good. And here's that old atlas.
Yeah, he's in great shape.
He's really looks
right?
good. I expected to see a mess.
No, you know.
But I don't. You know what's wild is how much motion he has in his
No,
neck.
it's
I
crazy.
thought it would be locked up with arthritis.
He's got to run 23 pigs. He's
Yeah,
the boss of 23
he is
pigs.
really
He
the-
needs to keep flexible.
He's the patriarch, right?
100%. And he made himself known from day one that he was in charge.
So I am going to adjust C4 on the right. So I'm just kind of sliding down like this and just doing a little motion. Main thing is to make sure I'm right on the vertebral body on this case. Here we go. One more. There it goes. Actually heard it move a little bit. Did you hear it? It clicked a little bit. Good. So that's a good one. But I'm trying to think if his atlas needs it. That's a big atlas. Might be the biggest atlas I ever touched. So I'm right at the atlas. So I am going to adjust the atlas, and the line of correction is towards the back left hip. So this is a left atlas. It's a small movement because it's all of it is accuracy. One more. There it goes.
Boy. Boy.
You can see it didn't even harm him.
You're a good boy.
Okay. Now let me feel the spacing. I like it now. So now I'm getting that spacing, that motion that I wanted. Everything else is motioning nice. You just had that little one in the C4 on the right. You know, on a horse that'd be so much further down, but since the shortening, it's a shorter neck span. Interesting, because the same amount of bones on a horse as a pig in the neck, 7 cervicals. But again, each one is takes over a longer space on the horse. So I think, love to see him up and walking if we do that. Thanks for sharing that with me. Yeah, let me see. Okay, look at that. Okay. What do you think of all that? Here's a little face rub for you. Okay, and then I'm gonna rub between your eyebrow. It's like your third eye, like right in here. Everybody likes that. All right, we're waiting for a carrot at this point. Because would you get up without a carrot? Nope. Need the motivation. But as long as I got him here, let me see. Just to show you how big he is, I'm going to step over. There you go. I just want to check his TMJ. So I'm going to lift this ear out of the way. And I'm going to start to palpate the TMJ. So here I am. I'm right on the TMJ, the temporomandibular joint. So I am going to just do a little motion onto this one. Whoop, see, that one's waking you up. Because that can get tender on, I was going to say tender on people, tender on pigs. There we go. All right. Good. There we go. Getting the job done. Little deep tissue right in there. There we go. Now, I'm going pretty strong now. This is some deep body work. You don't even know that this was going to happen to you today, did you? There we go. Good. There you go. Yawn right now. I'm going to have you with the carrot very soon. And here comes the supplies.
King, you wanna go outside? King. Come on. Let's go. Come on. I have it. You gotta come outside. Come on, let's go outside. Come on, let's go. Here, you want a cookie? Go. Come on, King, let's go outside. Come on. Let's go. Come on, King. No, he always shakes his head when he gets up. He's got it.
Good. That's good. That,
Come on, let's go.
that's healthy.
Let's go. Come on, King. Come on.
Can I just finish L5 on this? This segment right here. One more. There it goes. So this is the same way we adjust ilium on a horse, and you set up like this, and they'll lean in if they like it. There we go, and you wait for that lean in, right? And then we adjust. Got it. So that's called an anterior. It's really called an AS ilium, anterior superior ilium, the way it rotates. checking the tail, checking the apex of the tail. Just holding for a minute. Nice. I mean, he really is in good shape.
Amazing, right?
So how do people stay in touch with what you're doing? Can they donate? How does it work?
We're 100% donation based. We don't take salaries at all. We have our website, Arthur's Acres, animalsanctuary.org. And then our Instagram page, Arthur's Acres, Facebook, Arthur's Acres as well.
Now, could people even donate $5 a month or something
Patreon.
like that?
We have a Patreon account. You can sponsor any animal here. We have 54 animals that you can sponsor. We have a Patreon that's a monthly sponsorship platform. There you go. Bye. I'll see you later.